Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Sarah, your soul oracle, deconditioning coach, and mirror here at Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. This is your energy update for the week of November 23rd to November 29th. So, this week, the shift isn't loud, it's not explosive, it's not demanding you to act, push, or to prove. It's quiet, it's precise, and intentional. It's the kind of energy that doesn't knock, it waits for you to slow down enough to feel it. The cosmos isn't about shouting this week, it's whispering in your direction. Come back to what matters. Not the noise, not the pressure, but the truth that lives beneath it all. The energy is still deep, it's still sacred, it's still asking you what supports your becoming and what no longer fits the version of you that's rising. So on November 23rd, the Sun in Sagittarius sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. There's power in your presence, there's clarity in your environment. And where are you still shape shifting to stay comfortable? It's time to adjust what isn't aligned, because this version of you is not asking for your permission. Then on November 24th, Mercury conjuncts Venus in Scorpio. So let love speak. Say the thing you've been holding in your heart, to yourself, to someone else. This isn't about becoming perfection, it's about being real, raw, and reverent with your words. And Mercury is in Scorpio, by the way. November 26th, Venus in Scorpio is going to trine Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn in Pisces. The energy starts to slow down, and for good reason. You're not meant to rush love or to chase connection, so let it deepen, let it root. This is soul level relating, stability that nourishes, depth that doesn't drain, and you're learning how to stay where it feels safe and how to leave where it doesn't. On November 27th, Saturn is going to station direct in Pisces, so our dreams are going to start to take shape again. What once felt blurry is now going to ask for structure. Where do your dreams want to land? And are you disciplined enough to build them without abandoning your softness? This isn't the return of rigidity, it's the return of aligned devotion. On November 29th, Mercury is going to station direct in Scorpio. So, what surfaced during the retrograde have you seen? It's ready to be integrated now. So, speak your truth clearly, calmly, and without armor. Move forward from clarity, not urgency, from embodiment, not explanation. And Venus opposes Uranus that same day. So that's Venus in Scorpio and Uranus in Taurus. A relationship dynamic might shift. A truth might arise. An awakening may hit. Let it, but stay grounded in your worth. You don't need to chase or control what's shifting. Just stay rooted in what's real. This week is a soft undoing, a gentle reckoning, a slow, sacred rearranging of what's been dormant in your soul. So let things move at the pace of truth. Let relationships evolve. Let discipline meet your dreams, not to cage them, but to carry them. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. You don't need to be fast to be aligned. What's shifting now is meant to last. So move with care, speak with love, and build what your future self will thank you for. So take a breath. You're not behind, you're right on time. And everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're not leaving the path, you are the path. So, general energy for the week for 3 cards we have Aquarius, I know, Cancer, I feel, and the water element is sensing. So, this is definitely a week to take what you know, to take what you feel, and to sense and to see what it is that you need to do so that you can best become that future self that you want. Now, in terms of what you know, sometimes you know what you know and you move on from there. But in this case, the energy wants you to take what you know and to turn it on its heels a little bit. To not necessarily look at it as a matter of, I know this and it's true and it's accurate, but to take at it and go, I know, but how do I feel about how I know? How do I sense about what I know? Take that information and integrate it. See whether still rings true to you. And the answer may be that it doesn't. It doesn't ring true to you anymore. And then what do you do with that? So again, you start at the beginning. Okay, I know that this doesn't feel true anymore. What does feel true? And work through the process so that you can become that best version of yourself. There's a lot of water in the air right now still. This is still a time for you to sense, to feel, to see what it is that you need to come up with. and listen to your intuition. Your intuition has something to tell you, it has something to say. So let it speak through you. Pay attention to what it has to say. Listen. That's part of what it is. Listen to what the energy is telling you right now. So I've pulled cards for each of the zodiac signs. The messages, they're layered. Our sun and rising sign, pay attention to it, as that is where the gold lives for you. That's where your future self is whispering to you through the veil. So let's tune in. It's not a matter of controlling the outcome, but to mirror back to you what your soul already knows is ready to shift. So let this be your pause, your anchor, your reminder that this energy isn't here to break you, it's here to recalibrate you. So we're going to start off with Aries. Aries, your card this week is unconditional love. Aries, you're known for going out there and just fighting and being impulsive and just the fire. You are a warrior in the purest sense of everything. But do you love yourself? Do you love yourself to the point that you can say unconditionally that you love yourself? And the answer might be no. There are an awful lot of us going through this world that don't love ourselves the way that we should. This is a time for you to stop fighting for everybody else and start fighting for yourself. Love yourself unconditionally as you are. That is your work this week. To love yourself, to empower yourself, to be the best version of yourself that you can be. So, unconditional love is the key for you this week. Taurus, your card this week is well being. So, this is time for you to focus on your health, your wellness. What do you need so that you can become the best version of yourself? This is all about your body, paying attention to what makes your body strong. Now, there's a lot of things that we do, that we eat, that we consume that aren't in our well being. They aren't good for us. You don't have to get rid of it all at once. I wouldn't advise you to get rid of it all at once. But it's a time for you to start looking at what isn't serving you and get rid of it. Pay attention to how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel good? Then great. But if it does it make you feel bad, do you have like a hangover from it not too long afterwards? Are you having to fight yourself to just get up in the morning? This is a time for you to really look at your routines and how it serves you and what you can do so that you can move beyond that. So pay attention to your well being this week, Taurus. Gemini, your card this week is receive healing. This is a time for you to reach out to other people. You need somebody else to help you through whatever it is that you're going through. Now, reaching out and asking for help can be really hard, but it is part of the healing process. And in this case, it is necessary for you to take that next step forward. So, what do you need to reach out to somebody so that you can ask and receive healing? Now, it may be that you just sign up on a website with a healer and you pay for it and you get the healing that you need. Great. But this may be something else. It may be that you need to reach out to friends, you need to reach out to family, you need to reach out to your partner, and you need to have an honest conversation about something that it is that you need that you haven't asked for before. So pay attention to where it is that you need to receive healing this week, as it will help you to take you to that next best version of yourself. Cancer, your card this week is flow. It's important that you move with the flow. You are being guided in some direction. Now, it may not be a direction that you want, and it may not be a direction that makes any sense, but the sense of flow is taking you there. But you have to follow the flow, which means don't fight it. Just move with it. Go with it. You don't have to have all of the answers. I know that's easier said than done. I've been there myself. But it is important that you move with the flow because you are headed in a new direction. And it's a better direction if you allow it to unfold as it is. Leo, your card this week is negativity. So have you been feeling a lot of negativity either in yourself or directed towards you or around you? Any of them work and suit the purposes. Negativity is somebody else's shadow or your own shadow, and it's coming to provide you with information. But you have to pay attention to what it is that you're feeling and what you're thinking. And then you have to move out of it. What can you do so that you can move past that negativity and turn it into something that's positive? So pay attention to what the negativity and what your shadows are telling you this week, as it has something important for you. Negativity and shadows for all of us provide us with important information about our path, but we have to listen. But Leo, it's particularly important for you this week. So pay attention and listen to what your shadow has to say. Virgo, your card this week is respect. Respect yourself. Respect other people around you. Now, you may have a tendency at times to be critical. This isn't one of those weeks where your criticism is necessarily going to be taken well, whether it be towards yourself or to other people. So have a sense of respect. Where are other people and yourself on your own journey? This is life. We're all sent here to grow. We're sent to expand. We're sent to strengthen our horizons and to become the best people that we can be. So this is a week for you to respect and to honor that tradition and that mission that we are all sent here to do. So respect the journey this week and pay attention to what it has to tell you. Libra, your card this week is learning. What are you learning? Are you learning anything new? And if you're not learning something new, then it's time that you did learn something new. Learning is an integral part of the process. It is how we grow as people. So try and learn something new this week. And then how can you incorporate what it is that you're learning into your life? Is there some way that you can take that information and you can integrate it? Now, it could be something fun that you're learning. That's great. Or it could be something that you're learning about yourself that you may have trouble integrating. That's fine too. But remember that learning is part of the growth process. And ultimately, it's what we're all sent here to do. So make sure you learn something new this week. Scorpio, your card this week is intention. What intention are you setting? We're just past the new moon in Scorpio. You are building something new. So what intention are you setting for yourself? What is it that you want to build? What do you want to grow? And then take that intention and start to implement it. Move with it going forward. What can you do with your intention so that you can start to grow that, to bring that process to fruition? Intentions say a lot about us and the direction that we are and where we are in our mission and where the direction that we're headed in. So pay attention to what your intention is, and then how can you start to implement that and to implement that intention. Sagittarius, your card this week is barriers. So you may have been coming up against some barriers. You may be coming up against some stop signs. These are stops. They're stops from the universe. Something isn't working and you need to shift and you need to move direction. These barriers are there for a reason. They are here to help you to go in that new direction. So don't fight the barriers that are being implemented in front of you. Harness them and take them as a sign from the universe that you are meant to go in a different path. Move along that new path. It has something to give you, it has something to tell you, but you have to use the barriers as signs that you need to go in a new direction. And barriers don't necessarily have to mean that you have to throw your whole life out. Just pay attention to where the barriers in your life are showing up, and those are the directions that you focus on. Capricorn, your card this week is hidden blessings. Sometimes blessings come to us in disguise. It might not seem like a blessing at the time, but the more that you look at it, the more that you can see as time goes by that maybe that was a blessing. I know I've had a few of those in my life and even just recently. But these blessings aren't meant to be obvious. They're meant to make you think and to just move through it. Take time to go through whatever emotion is coming up for you. Take time to see and to feel what emotions are coming up. Because even though it may be a blessing later on, there can be a sense of grief in that moment. So let the grief go through you so that you can start to find the blessing on the other side. Aquarius, your card this week is control. What are you trying to control in your life? Control is simply a matter of of us being afraid of our shadows and what direction it is that we're headed in. Control is a method of fear. It is something that we try to use to keep us in place. But that doesn't mean that you are supposed to go in that direction. Control is not control has its purpose. And it's to teach us and it's to show us something. But you have to take a look at what it is that you're trying to control and to see it for what it is, as that fear and that shadow mechanism that you're trying to use to potentially keep yourself safe. And how can you start to let go of control for what it is as that mechanism? So pay attention to the area that you're trying to control in your life, what it is, and then how can you start the process of unraveling that? And you may need help in doing this. And if you do, reach out to me. I would love to help you. But you have to start the process of it. And Pisces, your card this week is replenish. So as I said, there's been a lot of water. This is a time for you to replenish yourself. You may have given everything that you have either to some project or to somebody else. This is a time for you to replenish yourself. So take a rest, drink plenty of water, and pay attention to what your body needs. What is it asking for? Let that replenishment fill you up so that when the time comes, you have time to work on yourself and to give energy to other people. But right now, you probably don't have that energy right now. So replenish yourself, take care of yourself first, as you can't do anything if you can't take care of yourself first. So remember, you're not lost. You're between stories. So let the messages find a place in your body, even if they don't make sense yet. Because sometimes the most powerful knowing comes in the quiet after the card is pulled. So let the messages you received anchor your next step, even if you can't see the full map yet. Our sun and rising sign, they're codes that are layered. So let them sit, let them settle. And if you're craving deeper cosmic guidance and spiritual anchoring, come join me inside the Soul Keys Temple. It's my signature monthly membership. We move with the moon. We look at the transits that are going on, and we anchor into the astrology of the moment through live sessions, reflection prompts, and potent transmissions. It's where soul meets structure, and where you're reminded that your path is sacred, even when it's messy. So you'll find full details at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. You can always also book a personal soul session with me if you want to go deeper one-on-one. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and the magic will continue there. So here's to a week of sacred pivots, anchored clarity, and deep inner resonance. So stay tuned in, stay luminous, stay you, and I will talk to you next week.